Welcome to the cash flow path. Discuss how to create an income you own with a paid community instead of income you rent from social media platforms through brand deals, paid per views, and ad revenue. daily YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok lives. I discuss how to create income you own with the paid community. Instead of income you rent from social media platforms through brand deals, pay-per-views, and ad revenue. My live streams are for creators and subject matter experts 40 and over who are able to monetize.
Hello, hello. How are we doing tonight? Okay, so today is going to be really great because we're just going to take you through somebody who is from the step, right? We're going to show you what their community is about. Then we're going to show you what kind of money they're making. Then we're going to show you how they're doing it. Hopefully, that is something that you guys want to learn. If that is, then by all means, you can say yes in the comments. That would be great. But what I also want to do is I want to make sure that you know that if you want to ask a question, this is the way to do it. Q colon and then your question, and then I can go ahead and answer that question for you. Now, if you are tuning in from TikTok, you're probably only about the 3 people that are going to do it, because TikTok, before I even went live tonight, they said they were restricting my live because it was unoriginal content. Now, I don't know what that means. All right. But what that tells me is TikTok doesn't want you to know about this. They don't want you to know. And by the way, hopefully you can hear me. If you can, put a 1 in the comments. That would be appreciative. Let's see. Microphone. Let's just check it. I think we're good. All right. So, again, if you want to ask a question, this is where you do it right there. Just put a, whoa, sorry about that. There we go. We just put a Q colon question. Now, what are we talking about here? First off, right? What are we talking about? Let's move over here. Actually, no, let's move over here because this is the way I have this thing set up. What we're talking about is this. We are talking about solving problems. Now, if you can solve problems for people related to something that you know, they will pay you. Because at the end of the day, this is all a business is. This is all a business is right here. Somebody is in a current state of point A. They want to get to a desired state of point B. They're unhappy in point A. They want to be happy in point B. Your job is to get them from point A to point B. Because by getting them through these 6 stages, you are problem solving for them. And if you're problem solving, you have value to offer them. And if you have value to offer them, they will pay you money. Okay? So it starts with identifying what the problem is. Then we look at the root cause of the problem. Then we take knowledge that we have because we've already solved the problem for ourselves, and we apply that knowledge. Then that means we get someone to take action. And then after they take action, they feel like they've gotten something from it, right? And then they get a result. And that result is what they pay for. Now, we do this using existing knowledge. What I'm going to share with you is this. So let's go to, for example, and by the way, if you're not familiar with this platform, it's called Skool, Skool. And it's kind of like a Facebook group on steroids. It's way better than a Facebook group. It's way better than Kajabi, Coursera, Discord, Mighty Networks, you name it. It's better than all of them. So let's just go with bird watching because I know what this one is. Now, here is a woman named Angela. Angela has a community with 283 members in it, and they just pay $15 a month so they can make connections with other birders, which is what people who watch birds are called. They're called birders. And so it's travel, share your wins, learn without judgment. You don't even need more binoculars. Just find your people. So all she did is create a place for people that are interested in bird watching that they can hang out together online from all over the world. See, birding is better when someone understands your excitement. For birders of all levels, a friendly, interactive community of fun birders to learn, make friends, and travel. Because one of the things that she's doing is as her community grows, look at this, she's doing trips to do bird watching in different locations. And because she has people all over the world in her community, she's doing one in October in Arizona. She's doing one in November in Costa Rica, another one in January in Costa Rica, Panama or Japan next June, Panama next November, and then Spain, dates coming soon. They're just watching birds, people. And if you look at this right here, you can see that the clover means that she is earning in the top 10% of the platform, which means she's earning at least $3,000 a month. And I'll show you how we came up with that. So these are the emojis, right? The clover is 3, the rocket is 10, the crown is 30, the diamond is 100, yes, $100,000 a month. Red diamond is 300,000, and then the person who has more, as soon as somebody gets to 1 million, they will get the goat emoji. And so what school is a place where you can have community, classroom, calendar, leaderboards, maps, and a page where people can find out all about your group. So let's go back. Let's go back to Angela's community here. Now, how does she get people there? Right? How do people get to Angela's community? Because here's another thing I want you to notice. That's my YouTube. This is another thing I want you to notice. So when you click on Angela, you can find out where you can find her. She's only got 1,400 subscribers. She's got 531 videos. Most of her, these are shorts. So some of her shorts have higher views, but look at her videos. I mean, not that these aren't good numbers, but look at this. 391, 319, 364, 216, 550, 453, 285, right? She is not setting the world on fire with views or subscribers. All she's doing is she is taking the small amount of people that are interested in birds, and that's all you got to do is find a small amount. She's taking the small amount of people and she's guiding them to her school community. Again, we can get rid of this and we can just click on her thing. Takes you to her school community. And then you get a free trial. And then after that, it's $15 a month after the first 7 days. And she has 283 members. So she's making at least $3,000 a month with her school community. And what that allows her to do is go on all these trips. I don't know where Angela's from. Let's see if it shows in her bio where she's from. It does not. It just shows she was active a couple of days ago. Or I'm sorry, a couple of minutes ago. But what this is probably doing is this is probably funding almost a full-time lifestyle because she's making over $3,000 a month. And the average American only makes about $4,000 a month. So just by doing something that she loves and sending people to her school group, she's able to make nearly a full-time income. And that's just one. I could take you Canva, right? For a lot of people, Canva is it's a hobby, right? Well, this woman has turned it into a full-time income. Now, the rocket means she's in the top 5% earners, which means she's making $10,000 a month or more. And all she does is she shows people how to create digital products that they can sell on Canva. That's it. And she has 924 members, $7 a month. Let's look at Kristen and let's see what she has. Well, she doesn't have a YouTube, but she's got Facebook and she has Instagram. And hopefully this will come up and you can see this. So she has 529,000 people on Instagram. But if you look, right, Canva skill that changed my life forever. So she has a huge audience there. But look, Angela didn't. Angela didn't have a huge audience at all, and she's still doing this. Here's another guy that doesn't have a great following, as in large following. Not saying his following isn't good, but let's look at this one. And again, these are all hobbies, people. These are not, this is not life or death. GTA 6. Where's my guy? There he is. 313 members, $25 a month. So he is in the top 10% of earners on school. And when you look at Evan Sean, he's got a YouTube and he's got an Instagram. Let's go look at his Instagram. $915 followers. Not a lot. Let's go look at his YouTube. $570 subscribers. 203, 535, 801. And he did have one video that blew up about a month ago that got like 25,000 followers. Or 25,000 views, sorry. But look, this is all we're talking about here. We're not talking about rocket science, and we're not talking about necessarily teaching people how to make money or anything like that. We're literally just talking about finding a problem that you can solve related to a hobby. These are all hobbies. These are not, these are not business ideas. These are not professions. These are not necessarily personal problems, but people have an interest in those three categories, right? They have an interest in Canva, they have an interest in bird watching, and they have an interest, and I'm not talking all the same people, but people have an interest in those subjects. So all you need is your own school community, and then you can start teaching and talking about whatever you want. And then the goal is for you to be able to talk about what you want with the people only that you want, do it when you want, and make the money that you want. So if you are interested in finding out more about how you can do this, here's what I'm going to suggest to you. And by the way, if you were not aware, who is this for, or who do I teach primarily? Let me show you. These are my people. right here. If you're 40 and up, you post consistently, but your income's flat. Your content's solid, but the growth and reach aren't there yet. You know your field, or you know your subject, but you don't know what to sell or how to structure it. Or you have expertise, but you haven't even started creating content, but you were thinking about it and you don't know what to offer. All of those people, if you're any one of those four, then you should check out the Cash Flow Path, which is our community. It's where you build it, you grow it, and you keep it. And all you have to do is go to the link in my bio and you can get a 7-day trial. Now, here's why I mentioned the 7-day trial, because here's the thing. You don't know whether or not this is for you because you're not on the inside. Think about, would you buy a car if you hadn't test driven it? Or would you buy a house by just looking in the windows? No, you would not. And so, why would you try to make a decision on something if you don't know anything about it? And the only way you're going to know anything about it is to take the 7-day test drive. So take the 7-day test drive, get inside the community, figure it out. And if you want to start one of these communities and you use my link to do it, I'll get on a separate 45-minute call with you where you and I will build this thing together. And so what we do whenever we build is we do exactly this. Where are we here? So what we do, oh, it's not working for me. There we go. So what we do is I help you build this image, this description, this image, this post, and this copy, right? And I give you some advice on these images. So that's what you get inside of the Cash Flow Path inside the 7 days. There is a video here on my YouTube, as well as a video inside my school group, so you can see what it's like before you join. This is what it looks like to you. You click on start a free trial. It's $7 a month. This is a premium where I'll actually do a lot of the work for you. I'll help you build it. This is where I show you how to do it. And you try it for free. And you're going to get your 3-day school start. You're going to get, like I said, a one-on-one session if you use my link. And then you have what's inside of here, which is our classroom. And our classroom is the foundation, starting your branch, because we have a office theme, and then the library and other tools. So, and again, all of this is free for 7 days. So check it out. And if it isn't for you at the end of 7 days, guess what you do? You cancel, and no harm, no foul. So you really can't lose. This is literally one of those things where, okay, I don't know whether or not it's going to be for me if I don't get inside, but get inside, check it out. Okay, that's it for me tonight, guys. I don't see any questions. Hi, Daisy, how are you? There you go. I shouted you out. I don't see any questions there. I know I'm not going to get any on TikTok because they don't even want anybody to see my live. So, yeah. And if you want to see the live and you want to see the screens and you want to, you know, do this the right way, come over to the YouTube, because TikTok, they do everything they can to suppress what I'm doing. I don't know why, but they do. And it's not opinion. It's not woe is me. It's not they're out to get me. It's not conspiracy theory. Literally, they tell me at the beginning of my lives, we're restricting your lives. Don't know why. I'm not violating their dumb rules. But anyway, All right, guys. Well, you have a good night, and we will talk to you tomorrow.
Theme song for my daily YouTube, Instagram and TikTok lives. I discuss how to create income you own with the paid community. Instead of income you rent from social media platforms through brand deals, pay-per-views, and ad revenue. My live streams are for creators and subject matter experts 40 and over who aren't able to monetize their YouTube or other channels the way they want. My style is straight talk, no hype and tech simple. My live streams are for creators and subject matter experts 40 and over who aren't able to monetize their YouTube or other channels the way they want. Ideas stars are creators.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.